of the university. Professor Gwen Kay, Chair of the Faculty Assembly, is leading the procession with the SUNY Oswego mace. As an ancient symbol of authority, the mace reminds us that universities are custodians of both the enduring tradition of learning and the power they bestow upon those who come to learn. Professor Kay is followed by members of Syracuse University's Army and Air Force ROTC Color Guard. SUNY Oswego ROTC students participate in the Military Sciences program offered at Syracuse University. Next, representing our first-year undergraduate students are the first recipients of the new Shineman Oswego Scholarship. This scholarship reveals the promise of Oswego as a hometown university. Following the Shineman Oswego Scholars are the members of the Oswego State Singers. Representing all upper division students, this group is the Select Honors Chorus led by Professor Ben May. Next, our graduate students across all fields of study, from our foundational curriculum instruction programs to evolving fields in human-computer interaction and biohealth informatics. The next group represents the 95,000-strong SUNY Oswego alumni, led by the mayor of our hometown. Robert Corradino, mayor of the city of Oswego, is a proud member of the class of 1977. Following the alumni are members of the SUNY Oswego College Council. Next are delegates from 39 other colleges, universities, and learned societies, marching in order of their founding date. First is the University of Strathclyde, followed by SUNY Potsdam, SUNY Fredonia, University College London, SUNY Brockport, University at Buffalo, University at Minnesota, Niagara University, Clark Atlanta University, Indiana State University, Minnesota State University, Mankato, Syracuse University, SUNY Geneseo, SUNY Oneonta, Ithaca College, SUNY Canton, Alfred State College, Tennessee State University, SUNY Cobleskill, SUNY College of Environmental Science and Forestry, Broome Community College, Le Moyne College, St. John Fisher University, SUNY System, Cayuga Community College, Finger Lakes Community College, SUNY Polytechnic Institute, SUNY Purchase, Schenectady Community College, Tompkins Community College, Lehman College, Empire State College, University System of Maryland, and Complete College America. The Emeriti and distinguished faculty of the State University of New York at Oswego are now joining the procession. Our distinguished faculty include several Fulbright scholars, leaders in their fields conducting millions of dollars in funded research, led by Associate Provost Ramin Mohammadi, joined by Kristen Eichhorn, Dean for Graduate Studies, and Jill Pippin for Extended Learning. Leading the College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Kristen Croyle. Prabhakar Kothaduraman, Dean for the School of Business, leads in the faculty of our School of Business. Following the School of Business is Dean Laura Spenceley and the School of Education. Finally, Dean Jennifer Knapp leads our faculty from the School of Communications, Media, and the Arts. Following the esteemed faculty are the President's Cabinet. Please welcome the members of the Platform Party, led by Student Association President Aidan Wilson. He is followed by Chief Marshal and University Provost Scott Furlong. Provost Furlong is carrying one of the oldest and most important symbols of the university, the Presidential Medallion, the symbol of academic leadership. The final member of the procession is our President, Peter Nwosu.
Good afternoon, and welcome. Before we proceed with today's ceremony, the State University of New York at Oswego would like to recognize with respect the Onondaga Nation, the people of the hills, or Central Firekeepers of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the indigenous peoples on whose ancestral lands SUNY Oswego now stands. Please join SUNY Oswego in acknowledging the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscarora nations, their elders both past and present, as well as the 7 generations yet to come. Consistent with the university's values of diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice, this acknowledgement demonstrates a commitment to cultivating relationships with Native American communities through academic collaborations, historical recognitions, and community service in order to dismantle the legacies of conquest and colonization. And now, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Syracuse University's Army and Air Force ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the national anthem by Ben Kaplitz of the class of 2026.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting Spangled banner
Please be seated. What a great day. What a great, great day. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration at SUNY Oswego, I extend a warm welcome as we officially welcome President Peter Nwosu into our university family. I would now like to introduce the members of the platform party, starting with the first row on my far left, Eunice Lewin, Trustee of the State University of New York. John B. King, Jr., Chancellor of the State University of New York. Peter O. Nwosu, President of SUNY Oswego. Donald Taylor, our inauguration speaker, Professor Emeritus of Communication Studies, California State University at Sacramento. In the second row from the far left, Keith Landa, Trustee of the State University of New York. James McMahon, Chair of the SUNY Oswego College Council. Deborah Stanley, President Emeritus of SUNY Oswego. Gwen Kay, Chair of our Faculty Assembly. And Aidan Wilson, our Student Association President. I am the University Provost Scott Furlong. I now give you your Student Association President, Aidan Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor, on behalf of the student body, to extend a warm welcome and heartfelt congratulations to our new university president on this momentous day of inauguration. Today, we gather to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in the history of our institution. As the 11th president of this university, you inherit a legacy of academic excellence, innovation, and community spirit, one that we, the students, are incredibly proud of. Your leadership marks a pivotal moment for all of us, and we are eager to walk alongside you in shaping the future of our university. In you, we see a leader who not only values tradition, but is ready to guide us forward into an era of new opportunities and growth. We know you will listen to the voices of the students, inspire the faculty, and elevate this university to even greater heights. As you take on this incredible responsibility, you have our full support, energy, and enthusiasm. We, the students, look forward to working with you, learning from you, and contributing to the vision you bring to this campus. Today, we celebrate your inauguration, but more importantly, we celebrate the exciting future we will build together. Congratulations, President Nwosu, and welcome. Thank you. And now, I give you the amazing Oswego State Singers, led by Ben May, and accompanied by our student drum group, performing a beloved Swahili composition, Baba Yetu.
tutie katik majari bulakili utokoe na yuhe
Let's have another round of applause for our state singers. Now I'd like to introduce Emma Dailoff, a creative writing major, chapter president of Alpha Sigma Chi, co-editor-in-chief of Subnivian, and a member of the class of 25, who will read her poem written in honor of today's festivities. I give you Emma reading A Step of Hope.
A step of hope. Here we go again, the alarm, screaming, clawing, breaking silent dreams. I kick off the covers 100 times, wake up 100 times, brush my teeth, eat my breakfast if I'm lucky, and head to school. Tie the laces of my off-white, dirty Nikes, the rubber wrinkled because I have not been gentle. Salt and ice and mud caked to the soles, this journey a slippery slope into what could be failure. I rely too much on shoes. Shoes that have led me into many successes, many joys, and yet I still fear they will walk me into the dark. Tied to my feet, we've walked over borders, things designed to keep us inside, and we have marched beyond what makes us doubt. Strings still hold them together, and the journey is not yet complete. So why am I afraid? Early mornings, drowning in books and words that I cannot understand, endless exams of my will. There were people who told me that I could not do it. But here I stand, and adorned in gold we will be, glistening with the pride of being able to say we did it beyond all doubt. And our shoes will get us there. Tie them once again, though we fumble, remembering the child that only just learned what life asks of them. To them, success is tying that first knot. They cannot imagine you here, but should they see you, they would see the stars they've been told to reach for and become supernovas of hope. So tie them once again and take a step of hope, not a leap of faith, because sometimes a leap is too much. Sometimes it is too scary to jump, and it's only human to fear it so. So, a step will suffice. And as humans do, we will adapt, bend to the wind that rages over our stone beaches, and take strength from the horizon. Choose a pace. Whether it be at a run, walk, roll, or sprint, take the step and fight the battles. Tie them once again, and one day, wait beyond the brink of what we can see now. Another step, another horizon to explore. Know that we are only approaching the first stoplight. And now I invite you to enjoy a series of tributes to President Nwosu from colleagues and friends.
My friend Peter, greetings from your Askew family. On behalf of the American Association of State Colleges and Universities, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on your inauguration as the 11th president of SUNY Oswego. Let me tell you, Peter Nwosu is one highly engaged Askew member. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find an Askew meeting where Peter wasn't in attendance. We did the math, and since 2019, he has attended over a dozen Askew convenings. Whether it's an annual conference or a symposium for presidents, Peter is the model lifelong learner. Peter serves on the advisory committee that helps shape our summer meeting for academic and student affairs leaders, and he served on the faculty of our Academy for New Provosts. It's no secret that U.S. higher education is navigating increasing scrutiny from many facets, but I know SUNY Oswego is in amazing hands under your leadership and stewardship. May you continue to soar as you take SUNY Oswego to even greater heights. Congratulations, my friend. We're very proud of you.
Congratulations, Dr. Nwosu, on your inauguration as the 11th president for the State University of New York at Oswego College. I had the pleasure of working with you as the new dean of the School of Health Science, Human Services, and Nursing at Lehman College, City University of New York. I appreciated your guidance, your passion for health equity, and your patience with me as I learned to pronounce your name. This helped affirm my own goals as the new dean at Lehman College during your tenure. I wish you much success in this new chapter at the State University of New York, Oswego College. Again, congratulations and much success.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to share this moment with you today as we celebrate the inauguration of a truly remarkable leader and a dear colleague, Dr. Peter Nwosu. In the past decade, Peter and I have had the privilege of working together on numerous initiatives, both large and small, joyous and nerve-wracking, in two very different contexts, first in California and then in New York City. Peter, your servant leadership, quiet confidence, infectious laugh, eternal optimism, and sincere empathy are qualities I have always admired in you. These are the qualities I know will serve you and the university community you now lead exceptionally well as you strive to meet your collective aspirations. I can confidently say that I am a better leader and, more importantly, a better human being because of the profound impact you have had on my life and our shared work. The work we are both so passionate about, brokering talent with opportunity, transforming lives through education, and elevating communities through engaged scholarship and stewardship of place. Congratulations, Peter, and enhorabuena to the SUNY Oswego community of teachers, learners, scholars, and advocates. I am excited to see the incredible journey you will embark on. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sue Swerrett from Cal State Fullerton. I have known President Nwosu for over 10 years. And have witnessed his leadership and impact, both up close and from afar. From AVP to provost to president, positions change, but Peter has never wavered in his commitment to elevating student success, uplifting communities, and being the trailblazer I have worked closely with at Cal State Fullerton. I once read a quote that says, "Success requires two types of people, those with great ideas and those who can get things done." Well, SUNY Oswego, you are lucky. President Nwosu's got both of these great qualities in one exceptional leader. With his innovative mindset and his unstoppable drive, your future is bright.
On behalf of the City University of New York, I am delighted to congratulate my friend Peter Nwosu and wish him all success as SUNY Oswego's 11th president. In his 5 years as provost of CUNY's Lehman College, Peter was a passionate advocate of student success and a clear-eyed leader in our shared mission of advancing public higher education in our state. His personal success story as an immigrant from Nigeria who came to this country and never stopped reaching higher is an inspiration for all of us. As CUNY's first Latino chancellor, I'm especially proud of Peter's achievement as Oswego's first president of color. I have no doubt that the impact he's already had is a prelude to the growth and excellence that lie ahead for the Oswego community. Congratulations, Peter. Un abrazo and congratulations to the entire Oswego community. Thank you.
Greetings. I'm Kent Syverud, Chancellor of Syracuse University. As Syracuse's 12th Chancellor and President, I congratulate SUNY Oswego's 11th President on his inauguration. Today makes it official, but over the last year, President Nwosu has already demonstrated time and again that he's the right leader at the right time for SUNY Oswego. His story inspires your community to embrace new opportunities. His creativity is spearheading innovative new programs to train students in emerging industries. His experience brings fresh perspective as higher education leaders seek new ways to seize historic economic opportunity here. The SUNY Oswego community is fortunate to have an outstanding leader shaping your future. President Nwosu, I wish you success in all your efforts and congratulations on this happy day.
President Nwosu, congratulations on your inauguration. You know that our two institutions are tied at the hip for so many years, and we are so pleased that you are the president of SUNY Oswego. We stand in support of you, your team, and your vision to make SUNY Oswego the best that it can be. And we know that our continued transfer partnerships will elevate both of our institutions. You know, from the first day we met, we've been tied to the hip, and I see you as not only a colleague, but a brother in education. Congratulations again on your inauguration. We look forward to many years of working with you and your team.
What a joy and privilege it is to congratulate my mentor, colleague, and dear friend, Dr. Peter O. Nwosu, on his inauguration as the president of the State University of New York at Oswego. We worked together at Lehman College, and I also, believe it or not, convinced him to travel with me and a group of students to Cuba so that he could see the good work we were doing there. While we were there, I heard Dr. Nwosu talking to the students about the job of the provost, the importance of education for future success, and his own personal journey. He was patient, flexible, curious, and genuinely happy to be there. Don't tell him I told you, but I saw him dance, wear a t-shirt, and add hot sauce to absolutely everything. You know his 45-day task forces? Of course you do. Well, I got my first 45-day assignment sitting on a Havana stoop, although it wasn't my last. Peter taught me how to lead with conviction, to hold my head high in the face of adversity, to handle with grace and generosity the difficult moments, to take calculated risks, and to celebrate the successes. He challenged me every day and corrected me when I made mistakes, but he met me at his office door every time with his big laugh and a fraternal abrazo, regardless of what we were discussing or what kind of day he was having. Felicidades, my brother. I am so proud to see you in this presidency. Oswego is lucky to have your leadership. May you continue to rise. May you continue to inspire, transform, and lead with intention, courage, and commitment. Pa'lante, siempre pa'lante.
It is with great pleasure and pride that I join you today to celebrate a momentous occasion in the history of our beloved State University of New York at Oswego. Today, we gathered to welcome Dr. Peter O. Nwosu as the 11th president of this esteemed institution, and I could not be more excited about the future that lies ahead under his leadership. Dr. Nwosu brings with him not only a wealth of academic knowledge, but also a profound commitment to fostering a vibrant and inclusive community. His impressive background and track record of achievements stand as a testament to his dedication and vision for our higher education. We are truly fortunate to have him at the helm of our university. Oswego is a city that cherishes its educational institutions, understanding the pivotal role that they play in shaping our community and nurturing future leaders. SUNY Oswego has long been a cornerstone of our local identity, contributing to the cultural, intellectual, and economic vitality of our city and region. With Dr. Nwosu's guidance, I am confident that the university will continue to thrive and innovate, further enhancing its reputation as a beacon of excellence. As we look forward to the future, let us remember that collaboration and partnership between our city and the university are key to unlocking new opportunities for growth and development. Together, we can build upon the strong foundation laid by previous leaders and propel SUNY Oswego to new heights. As the mayor of Oswego and a proud graduate of this great institution, I am so happy that we have a person with the passion and vision to lead the university. Dr. Nwosu, on behalf of the City of Oswego, I extend our warmest congratulations and our heartfelt support. We are excited to work alongside you, celebrate your successes, and contribute to the continued prosperity of SUNY Oswego. Here's to a new chapter filled with promise and achievement. Congratulations once again to Dr. Peter O. Nwosu. Thank you.
Congratulations, President Nwosu, on your inauguration as the 11th President of the State University of New York at Oswego. Thinking back to when we first met during the search, I was inspired by your story of how education transformed your own life and how you've made it your life's work to bring the power of education to others. We share the belief that democracy is an essential companion to public education, and with that, public education is essential for democracy. This is so important now more than ever, and your vision of growth and your commitment to educate the region and lift communities, it's very exciting. I look forward to working with you as we write the next chapter for SUNY Oswego, and I can't wait to read it. Best wishes.
Greetings to my SUNY Oswego family. Like so many of our alum who have benefited from being connected to this great institution, I'm living proof that a SUNY Oswego education can truly shape a lifetime. As a first-generation college graduate, SUNY Oswego provided the foundation for success, not only to acquire the resources and skills to launch a career that I love, but equally valuable, I have formed lifetime friendships that I'll treasure forever. Because of my experiences at SUNY Oswego, I was blessed to serve Central New York students as a teacher and administrator for over 30 years. And just a word about our professors. Well, they were real teachers who equipped us to meet real-world challenges head-on and were always there to support us when we needed guidance. As I've indicated, I made my home right here in Central New York, raising my family amidst all the exciting changes in our community. One of the biggest changes came with Micron's decision to build a semiconductor plant in Clay, promising a surge in job opportunities across various sectors, from tech to healthcare to education. In response, SUNY Oswego's new president, Peter Nwosu, launched Vision 4040. It's a bold plan to expand educational programs that will meet the growing needs of our region. It's also an initiative that promises to open doors for many and further invigorate our community. As a proud SUNY Oswego alum, I'm thrilled to see President Nwosu steering our alma mater to play a pivotal role in securing a prosperous future for our region. On behalf of the network of 95,000 SUNY Oswego alumni, I congratulate President Nwosu on his inauguration. We are excited to support his vision as he propels our beloved university and our community toward new heights. And of course, go Lakers.
Hello, President Dr. Nwosu. Congratulations on this incredible milestone. I still remember seeing you for the first time at Cahopier, where you received me and my friends with a big smile. As a student here at Oswego State, since the day you have started, I have seen the first-hand positive impact you have made on our campus. Your dedication to foster an inclusive, supportive, and forward-thinking environment has truly transformed all of our college experience. I am very excited since last fall when you announced Vision 4040. There are many admirable things about you as a person and as a leader, but Vision 4040 is something, and which has already started making difference in all of our lives here at SUNY Oswego. I am very excited to see where your leadership takes us in the future years. I know under your leadership and guidance, SUNY Oswego will continue to thrive and make a lasting impact on all who are part of this community and all of Central New York region. Thank you for everything you do, and once again, congratulations on your inauguration, President Dr. Nwosu. Thank you.
Hi, President Nwosu. I'm honored to congratulate you on becoming the 11th President of SUNY Oswego. As you always say, education transforms lives and ignites possibilities, and this institution has had a profound impact on my life. And I'm excited to see the vision and leadership you will bring to our campus community. I have no doubt that under your guidance, SUNY Oswego will continue to thrive, innovate, and empower students to achieve their fullest potential. I wish you great success as you embark on this chapter, and I look forward to the positive changes you will definitely bring to SUNY Oswego. Congratulations once again.
When we were planning this event, President Nwosu was clear that he wanted to showcase the enormous talent of our university community. I'm so pleased to present our wonderful Oswego State Singers, led by Dr. Ben May and accompanied by Dr. Amanda Lee of our Department of Music. They will perform Shine.
I write my story my own way. I think about the person I can be someday. I trust my heart to be my guide. With dreams so bright that I can cast my fears aside. We come this far and still we know there's even further we can go. When we lead with love and let it show. Watch us shine, hear us roar, see us smile as we soar. Feeling proud, feeling strong, feeling love for each other, knowing we belong. Just like the firefly at night, I travel through the dark by making my own light. And when it's still too dark to see, we'll join together and we'll shine in harmony. And when our light begins to grow, from miles away you'll see the glow. When we lead with love and let it show. Watch us shine, hear us roar, see us smile as we soar. Feeling proud, feeling strong, feeling love for each other, knowing we belong. We are the promises we make. We are the dreams we have, the chances that we take. Watch us shine, hear us roar, see us smile as we soar. Feeling proud, feeling strong, feeling love for each other, knowing we
Representing the faculty of our storied university is the Chair of the Faculty Assembly, Dr. Gwen Kay. Dr. Kay is a professor of history and director of the department's honors program. Please join me in welcoming Professor Gwen Kay.
It is my pleasure and great honor to stand here today on behalf of the faculty and staff of SUNY Oswego at the inauguration of Peter Nwosu as our 11th president. A year and a little bit more into his tenure, President Nwosu has demonstrated his passion for our campus, for our students, for our faculty and staff. He wants the amazing and impressive things that our students that happen here to be known beyond our campus confines. He wants our students to succeed and have a transformational experience while they are in our care. He wants faculty and staff voices to be an important part of campus-wide conversation. In short, he wants what all faculty and staff want, for SUNY Oswego to be the best that we can be, sending the best possible students into the world. Today is a step in that journey as we officially install him as our president. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Kay. I am now very pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Donald Taylor. Dr. Taylor is a professor emeritus of communication studies at California State University, Sacramento. It was there that Dr. Taylor met President Nwosu, who considers Dr. Taylor to be his mentor. With a career spanning several decades, Dr. Taylor has held many significant roles at the university, ranging from Vice Chair of the Department of Communication Studies to Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. His work has been pivotal in shaping the university's global engagement strategies. Dr. Taylor's academic expertise includes international and intercultural communication, communication theory, and mass communication. He has served as a White House Research Fellow, focused on the impact of the digital divide on underserved populations in the United States and Africa. Dr. Taylor holds the titles of Fellow of the American Council on Education, Fulbright Hays Scholar, and Hubert Humphrey Fellow. He recently was honored by the State Senate of California and the California State University President for his many contributions to education and community leadership. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Donald Taylor.
Mr. Chancellor, trustees, President Nwosu, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students at State University of New York, Oswego. It is with enormous elation and pride that I stand before you today to join in the inauguration and investiture ceremonies of my dear friend and dedicated colleague, Dr. Peter Ogum Nwosu, as the 11th president of this great university. As you just heard from the provost, my journey with President Nwosu began in August of 1990, dare I say some 34 years ago, when we joined the faculty in the Department of Communication Studies at California State University, Sacramento. At that time, we were newly minted PhD graduates. The collegial attraction was instantly mutual, and it was also quite compelling. And I am pleased to say that in its 34 years of collegiality, colleagueship, and friendship, it has only grown from strength to strength, wherein we have mentored one another, supported one another as we navigated the hills and valleys of higher education, the mountains and lowlands of the complicated yet rewarding world of academia, and to do so as immigrants in an increasingly diverse and challenging world. But we first had to understand our similarities and our differences. Similarities to the extent that we were both immigrants from West Africa. He, as you know, from Nigeria, and I from Sierra Leone, the country that people ask if it is in Nigeria. But it is on the west coast of Africa. He also graduated from Howard University in Washington, D.C., that very highly prestigious, historically black university. And me, Don Taylor, from what I would call an also highly prestigious Kent State University in Kent, Ohio, where, I might add, I was the only black in my doctoral class. So Peter is in a class full of blacks, and I am in a class full of the only black, but we made it together, we came together, we worked together. And these forces resulted in the harmonious convergence of a deep, abiding, and sacrosanct set of values that till this day remain inviolate and lifelong, and that reflect the underlying relationships we value in each other. My friends, those values are reflected as we engage in the awesome majesty of discovery, of knowledge and innovation, but also the basic values of human dignity, respect for the human being, irrespective of age or gender or color or weight or height, any other measure that you can think of. Peter, he is just the exact example of what you would imagine in your mind. A world-class, fine specimen of a human being. That is the person you have in President Peter Nwosu. We both have had multiple opportunities together to test the resiliency of each other's commitment to our enduring values. Time and time again, Peter has shown his unwavering commitment to human progress. From our early days in the professoriate, when he served as my campaign manager within the first few years of our appointment to the faculty position, he wanted me to be the department chair. And he said, I will be your campaign manager. We're going to show these people what we can do from West Africa, except that I lost the election. But the process resulted in lifting me up to many other things that I would not have contemplated or imagined, all the way up to central administration that enabled me to do more than I could have ever imagined. And so our resolve grew stronger. I remember that early in our careers, the then president of Sacramento State was approached by the general manager of Cal Expo. Cal Expo happens to be the state agency that runs the California State Fair. And the general manager of Cal Expo had asked the president at Sac State to identify a faculty member to help improve race relations between Cal Expo and law enforcement and the black community in California's capital city of Sacramento. That year, there were race riots at the state fair, which seriously dampened the success of the event. At first, President Girth asked me, I don't know why he didn't go to Peter, but he asked me to meet with the leaders of Cal Expo, as well as the law enforcement leaders in Sacramento, the chief of police, the sheriff, the attorney general, and so forth, and to explore viable pathways to help heal racial divisions. After a few exploratory meetings that I had with Sacramento's top law enforcement and community leaders, I knew that this shoe, not the one here that you saw, but this one I'm wearing, was not equal to the task of that enormous problem of trying to bring about racial healing and reconciliation in the capital city of the nation's largest state. And so after a few exploratory meetings that I had with these leaders, I knew that the solution rested with an intercultural communication expert, someone far more adept to the challenges and the fragility of the situation at hand. For me, I knew that person. I knew that person was the right fit. So I went to my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Peter Nwosu. And I discussed it with Peter. And very soon thereafter, Peter took charge. He took real charge. I became the Vanna White, standing behind him as he led these formidable leaders towards racial healing and reconciliation. And I have to tell you that Peter led a series of diversity training workshops throughout CalExpo and any other state agency in California that would have us. And since that ugly specter of those incidents, nothing like that has returned to the California State Fair. And we thank Peter Nwosu for his leadership. The lessons learned were deep, lasting, and positively impactful. That experience led us to understand that it reflected one of Peter's strengths, where gown meets town, by fostering opportunities for the university to serve in its community to achieve mutually positive outcomes. That is a mark of success, compelling evidence of President Nwosu's approach to problem solving. And so the stories continued. We traveled together, published together, attended national and international conferences together, engaged in more diversity training sessions together, traveled around the world. I have to tell you, traveling together with Peter is the greatest fun you can have on this planet. Including when we were heading to Brazil, he got there a day before me, and he said, "You better learn Portuguese so you don't make the mistake I made." And I said, "What was that?" "I thought they were drinking vodka, so I pointed the waiter, I said, "That, what's in that glass?" He thought they were drinking water. They were drinking vodka. He said, "Whatever you do, come with something to help you translate things. Otherwise, you'll be drinking something you didn't think you would be." Or when we went to Nigeria, and we took some time off to visit his family, who's seated here right now, and I still am full, 20-something years later, of the feast that was presented to me by his mother of blessed memory and his brother Tony, who is seated right here in front of us, and the rest of his family. In all these trips and many more, I witnessed the calm wisdom, the pragmatism and inspirational quality of President Nwosu. As I am sure you have already discovered, that is collaborative and inclusive, focused and goal-oriented, as well as a bastion of excellence in all he does. Consider, for instance, when we were given the opportunity to help bring about racial healing in the judicial system in Sacramento. We were asked to train senior judges, especially those who were in the juvenile justice system. And I remember, and I hope he hasn't forgotten, one of those sessions where the topic was the interpretation of eye contact in an increasingly multicultural society. Basically, you would probably already know this, that what the lesson was pointing to is that in multicultural contexts, eye contact does not always mean the same thing for everyone. And those judges would oftentimes come to the understanding that in their world, if you don't make eye contact with the person you are talking to, you're hiding something. You're trying to lie. There's something you are evading, because that is what it means in the predominant culture. But in multicultural contexts, you have to understand that there are differences in behaviors, in nonverbal communication. And if we don't understand those differences, we could put innocent people in jail. Because one of the judges said to us, as we led that training, one of the problems I have with some of these kids these days is that they won't look you in the eye and recognize the majesty of the court. You know that they have something to hide. And that's when Peter got up and said, Your Honor, you're quite right, but this is a multicultural environment. There are people who show maximum respect by not making direct eye contact. Respect for age, respect for authority, respect that we are not equals if you are the judge and I am not. And you punish those people for exemplifying the finest qualities of their culture. And that's when I remember this statement from that leading judge. He said, "Oh my God, they never taught me that in law school. A light bulb has just come on in my head." And that's what you get from Peter. A light bulb will always come up in your head as he brings about knowledge and discovery and innovation and ways to improve human interaction. Another reason why I like it. I'll give you one more story. I like stories. On a different occasion, we were doing again some diversity training, and Peter said, "Let me tell you a story about teaching." Well, I wanted to hear that story because we were both teaching. What did he know about teaching that I didn't? Well, there was something I was about to learn. The story goes like this. There's an American Peace Corps teaching arithmetic in a peasant village, some part of Africa. And on this particular day, this teacher was talking about multiplication and division and addition and subtraction and all of that stuff in his abstract concepts of multiplication and division and so forth, because that's how you learn arithmetic, right? So on this day, the class was on subtraction. And the teacher gave what he said was a very simple problem. 5 minus 4. And the teacher wanted to localize it. He began to think, well, maybe this is too abstract a concept. Let me localize it. And here's what the teacher did. If you have 5 sheep and you take away 4, how many would be left? The students said 0. And he asked again. Look, we've done this exercise so many times. You know the answer. 5 take away 4 sheep. And they said, teacher, it is 0. And he was exasperated. And in that level of exasperation, one student got up and said, teacher, you know nothing about sheep. You take away 4, they all go. None is left behind. So, that class was to tell us that context make a difference. The teacher was thinking in abstract terms of subtraction, but he tried to localize it and talked about sheep. At that point, the meaning shifted to the behavior of sheep, not the abstract subtraction of numbers. Do you see how we learn from this great man? So, the moral of those lessons, some people think in abstract terms, others think in contextually relevant terms, that may be both right, both of them may be right, but depending on the interpretation valued in a particular setting or context. This, my friends, is but a minuscule example of the kind of intellectual prowess and dynamism that this university community and beyond will benefit from President Peter Nwosu at its helm. You already know his resume. It is replete with exceptional, outstanding accomplishments, from improving graduation rates, improving time to degree, strengthening accreditation outcomes, building quality curricula, working towards faculty productivity and fairness in bargaining, contributing significantly to student and faculty success, improving the campus spirit and mission, giving hope and opportunity. And the part I like about this man, when you go to his campuses, those random trips to the cafeteria to sit with students, he sits with them to have lunch, and they know his name. Wow. At one of his campuses, I went there and he said, let's go out to lunch. And I thought, well, he's a big shot here. It's going to be a nice restaurant. And he said, let's go to the cafeteria. Let's go sit with some students. I've never forgotten that day, because he told me the essence of the man. If we are at universities, we are there because of students. So, Oswego, you are in the company of an amazing, phenomenal leader who is destined to take this university to greater heights. The results will be fulfilling and rewarding and satisfying. And we will all of us here today and beyond, will be better because we would have walked in the pathway of President Dr. Peter Nwosu. And that journey, which started a year and a half ago, officially with the inauguration and investiture, officially happens here today. As I walk away from this podium, my wife, Esther, who is seated in the front row, and my children, Ebu, Ayo, and his friend Vanda, are honored that President Nwosu has been part of our lives, which we will treasure and cherish forever. Congratulations my friend and brother and colleague, President Dr. Peter Nwosu. President Nwosu, SUNY Oswego will forever be enriched by your iconic, legendary, and trailblazing leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for those very moving and insightful remarks about President Nwosu. We're so very grateful to have you join us for this celebration. Now I'm pleased to present a performance by our extraordinary faculty. Professor Amanda Lee will be accompanied by Professor Trevor Jorgensen on the clarinet and Professor Robert Aller on the piano for Wolfgang Mozart's Exultate Jubilate. maybe we ought to stop right now. Let's give another round of applause to Professors Lee, Jorgensen, and Eller. As many of you know, the College Council of SUNY Oswego is a very important group, as it serves as an oversight and advisory board to the campus and the president. I am pleased that the chair of the College Council is with us today. I give you Jim McMahon on behalf of the SUNY Oswego College Council.
It is my privilege to stand before you today as the chair of the College Council. The glare isn't here, is a little light. Having had the distinct honor of leading the national search for our new president, today marks the culmination of a thoughtful, thorough, and collaborative process reflecting the values, aspirations of our university community. When we embarked on this journey, we knew we were searching for more than just a leader. We were seeking someone with vision, integrity, and the ability to unite, inspire, someone who would not only guide us through the challenges of today, but also shape the bright future that lies ahead. After considering many exceptional candidates, it became clear that one individual stood out, embodying the qualities we cherish most: academic excellence, a commitment to diversity and inclusion, and a passion for innovation. Our new president brings a depth of experience, a profound understanding of higher education, and a clear vision for how our institution can continue to evolve and thrive. I do not doubt that under his leadership, we will continue to uphold the highest standards of learning, research, and service to the broader community. I want to take a moment to thank the members of the search committee, faculty, staff, students, and all of those who combined their talent, insight, and passion to this process. Your dedication has helped ensure the right choice for our university's future. So with great confidence and excitement, I stand here as we formally announce Peter Nwosu as our new president, whose leadership marks a new chapter in the history of our great institution. We look forward to the journey ahead. Thank you, and now I have an honor of introducing a member of the Board of Trustees of the State of New York, Ms. Lewin. Ms. Lewin, first appointed to the SUNY Board in 2010, she is currently employed as a bilingual social worker for the Committee on Special Education of the Buffalo Board of Education. She serves on numerous boards, including the Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority, the Buffalo Urban League, and Canisius College Board of Regents. She is a founding member of the Roswell Park Alliance. She has received many awards for her civic achievements and was inducted into the Western New York Women's Hall of Fame in 2002. Ms. Lewin was born in Guantanamo, Cuba. Her family migrated to the United States in 1967. She holds a bachelor's degree from Marymount Manhattan College and 2 master's degrees from the University of Buffalo. We are so pleased that she joined us today. I give you SUNY trustee, Ms. Lewin.
Thank you, Jim, for your very kind introduction. It is a beautiful day at SUNY Oswego. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes to our distinguished faculty, staff, students, families, elected officials, and guests of every kind. On behalf of the State University of New York Board of Trustees, it's my sincere honor to welcome you, the SUNY Oswego community, here today to celebrate such a joyous event, the presidential inauguration of Dr. Peter Nwosu. Wow. This is my 4th visit to Oswego. And I can tell you that every single one of them has been special, joyous, and educational. I always learn something here. And I always live secure in the knowledge that SUNY Oswego students are getting an excellent education in an incomparable campus community. And I'm so, so pleased to see so many students here. Please, let's give them a hand. Today, I'd like to talk to you about Peter for a moment. His story of physical and intellectual journey, of immigration and achievement and excellence is nothing short of extraordinary. His impressive academic background, career accomplishments, enthusiasm, charm, and deep love of learning should serve as the strongest possible reminder that anything is possible with an education. Every student, no matter where you are from or what challenges you face, can reach the highest level and achieve incredible success. Excellence is open to all of us. Education and hard work are the path by which we achieve it. And we could not be more excited that President Nwosu will now serve as the steward of that path for the Oswego community. I stand here today as a fellow immigrant who has also made education central to my life in the United States. I feel a certain kinship with Peter when I see so much of his family in the front row gather here today to celebrate his success. I cannot help but be gratified with joy. Beautiful family. When I see the enthusiasm and warmth with which Dr. Nwosu greets every person he meets, and feel the strength of his dedication to the students, I cannot help but feel secure in Oswego's future. Higher education faces challenges today, but I believe Peter will turn them into opportunities, and I promise he will do so with the full support of the State University of New York Board of Trustees. Like all of you here today, I'm here to reaffirm my support to President Nwosu, to lead the work ahead, to build on the college reputation of academic excellence, and educate the next generation of leaders. President Nwosu, everyone at the State University of New York supports you. I know you will always put the success of your students first. Students, you are listening, and I hope you are listening carefully. You are first. And I know that as long as you do so, you cannot help but succeed. Peter, I wish you good health. I wish you much success, and I wish you Godspeed. Congratulations and felicidades!
Thank you, Trustee Lewin. It's now my distinct honor to welcome Chancellor John B. King, Jr. to the podium. Dr. King was sworn in January 2023 as the 15th Chancellor of SUNY, the largest comprehensive system of public higher education in the United States. A lifelong leader in public education, equity, and opportunity for students throughout New York State and nationwide, Chancellor King served in President Barack Obama's cabinet as the 10th U.S. Secretary of Education after having supported the Obama administration as Deputy Secretary. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Chancellor King began his career in education as a high school social studies teacher and later a middle school principal before eventually becoming New York State's first African American and first Puerto Rican Commissioner of Education. Chancellor King holds a Bachelor of Arts in Government from Harvard University, a JD from Yale Law School, as well as both a Master of Arts in Teaching of Social Studies and a Doctorate in Education from Teachers College at Columbia University. Please join me in welcoming the 15th Chancellor of SUNY, Chancellor John B. King, Jr.
Thanks so much for that warm introduction. It is a joy to be here with all of you on this auspicious occasion. I always tell folks that I love inaugurations. It's an opportunity to savor the sense of new beginnings, steeped in old traditions, to admire the elevation of education and learning, and to celebrate the exaltation of a newly placed president achieving what is often a lifelong dream. Let me start first by recognizing a few of the people in attendance. We have many SUNY trustees who are here with us. In addition to Trustee Lewin, who spoke so beautifully, we have Trustee Keith Landa and Trustee Gio Harvey, who are here with us. I want to recognize Deborah Stanley, who served Oswego so ably as president before capping her career in the SUNY Chancellor's office as my immediate predecessor. It's wonderful to see her here today. I want to appreciate, that's right, we can have a round of applause. Certainly want to appreciate College Council Chair Jim McMahon, grateful for all he and his council colleagues do for SUNY Oswego to help ensure the campus can flourish and prosper. Assembly members Will Barclay, Bill Magnarelli, County Administrator Phil Church, Oswego Mayor Robert Corradino, Fulton Mayor Jim Rice, Oswego County Legislature Chair James Weatherup, and Tracy DeGeneva, who's here on behalf of Governor Kathy Hochul. It is good to see all of our partners in government here celebrating Peter Nwosu's inauguration. Can we have a round of applause for all of our elected officials who are here with us? We also have 17 SUNY College presidents who are here, which means there are too many for me to list off, but just the right number to remind us why I need to write fresh material for every inauguration. I would not want President Dupy from Jefferson or President Smith from Potsdam to say, wait, he used that joke at my inauguration. But I am grateful for them all being here, and I think it's a testament to their admiration for Peter and the strong relationships that Peter builds with his colleagues. We also have many of our colleagues from private colleges and universities and colleges and universities across the country who are here with us. It's certainly wonderful to see Peter's family here with us. I'm told that the family party includes a niece, nephews, brothers, in-laws, a 10-month-old grandniece, and members who have come from as far away as Nigeria, Ghana, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. Welcome to you. Thank you for being here. Now, as I was preparing for today, I realized something that really warmed my heart as I get to speak to you. SUNY Oswego officially became a university on January 1st of 2023, which is the same week I started my job. So we entered a new era together. And that renaming really meant something for SUNY Oswego, with over 110 majors and minors, a host of graduate programs, a storied tradition, and a thriving and diverse campus. More than 8,000 dedicated students and a ferociously loyal cadre of 92,000 alumni. SUNY Oswego is every bit a university and everything a SUNY campus should be, just as Peter is everything a SUNY president should be. You know, I sometimes wish I could visit campuses incognito, in disguise, to see what's going on when no one is expecting me. With 64 campuses, there's a lot to see, but, you know, sometimes folks, they, have sort of a dog and pony show, and they show you only the good stuff. So it'd be nice to be able to, come in disguise, dark glasses, a baseball cap, a hoodie, to see what's really going on. But what I know is if I did that, what I would see is President Nwosu interacting with students and faculty and staff. I would see his unrestrained joy and engagement. I would see real and vital and mutual relationships. I would see exchanges of ideas and genuine care, and the building of bonds that can change lives and last a lifetime. That's just who Peter is, visible everywhere on campus, known to everyone, aware of everything, excited every day. And of course, I love Peter's story. Coming to the United States as an immigrant student after garnering his undergraduate degree in mass communications and journalism from the Institute of Management and Technology in Nigeria, he kept the shoes he wore on the journey, and they sit in his office to this day. And anyone who's been to Peter's office has seen those shoes. They're an apt reminder of where he came from, but also, he will say, a reminder of the power of education to change lives. As the child and grandchild of a mother and grandmother who came to New York from Puerto Rico and planted a seed for generations to come, I cannot help but feel affection for Peter's immigrant story. My grandmother worked in a garment factory, helping my mother become the first in her family to graduate from college and fulfill her aspirations as a teacher and counselor. Peter's shoes tell his story, but they represent as well my family's story and the stories of so many in this room, and ultimately the story of the American dream. But it's Peter's unbroken track record of educational success that caused our paths to cross. Peter's education in the United States continued with a master's in liberal studies from Towson University, and as you heard earlier, a PhD in communication studies from Howard University. And in his professional life, the story is one of growth and triumph at every stop. Prior to his arrival at Oswego, Peter was the provost and senior vice president for academic affairs at CUNY's Lehman College. His time there included oversight of the ACE program, which he has since had the opportunity to launch here as well. And ACE represents so much that is true about Peter. ACE is a program focused on student success. ACE is a program that says whatever challenges students are facing, if we wrap supports around them, if we provide them with good advising, if we help eliminate the financial barriers that so often get in their way, if we help them, if we clear the path for them, they can succeed. And the ACE program has been demonstrated to dramatically improve retention and completion. And the moment Peter decided to come to SUNY, he knew he wanted to bring ACE with him here to SUNY Oswego. And now there are students here who are benefiting from that program, who are more likely to graduate because of that program, whose paths in life have now been set in a brighter direction because of Peter's leadership. Now, before his time at Lehman, Peter had leadership roles at Clark Atlanta, an HBCU, at Cal State Fullerton, a Hispanic serving institution, and you see a pattern. Peter's deep belief in diversity, equity, and inclusion has been a hallmark of his career. And I know that Peter not only cherishes diversity here at Oswego, but sees diversity, equity, and inclusion as foundational to public higher education's mission. He knows that in classrooms with racial diversity, socioeconomic diversity, students from Long Island to Queens to Syracuse to the North Country, veterans and students with disabilities, discussions are richer, the learning deeper. Now, Oswego is one of SUNY's original schools, a part of the system from its birth in 1948. And it has been, since its founding in 1861 as the Oswego Primary Teachers Training School, a college that prepares students for gainful and meaningful careers, as well as mindful and civically responsible lives. It's a university, and Peter is a leader that fully embraces the 4 pillars of SUNY excellence: student success, research and scholarship, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and economic development and upward mobility for our students. And you see so much of that in Peter's passions. You heard about his passion for travel. He's visited 30 countries and 40 states, increasing his understanding of and respect for cultural differences, and his abilities as a professor who teaches intercultural and international communication. He's also endlessly curious, a news junkie who turns his attention to every corner of the globe and understands how information and disinformation are absorbed and passed on. Issues of critical thinking that aid him in helping students puzzle through the confusion of the legitimate and illegitimate information they encounter every day. He's a deep thinker, the author of the book Beyond Race, A New Vision of Community in America, in which he preaches that we must, rather than seeing our village as the world, see the world as our village. College is about opening minds, eyes, and hearts, and I think that's what makes Peter such a great educational leader. When it comes to openness, he always leads by example. Throughout his career, Peter has been a passionate advocate for access to high-quality education for every segment of our nation's increasingly diverse student body. He has excelled as a strategic planner, leading via the power of collaboration and embracing the tool of shared governance. He has led initiatives to advance equity-minded student success, and everywhere he's been, he has enhanced his institution's reputations and realities as engines of upward mobility and community engagement. Now, I said I would not repeat my best material from previous speeches, but I lied a bit. There's one thing that I said at a recent inauguration that I now feel is important to highlight here. I've told you all the things I think Peter can do wonderfully well for Oswego. But the truth is he can't do them alone. He needs partners, and I know this audience is full of folks who can help. To the grandparents and parents and students and alumni here today, spread the gospel of SUNY and Oswego of affordability and accessibility and excellence achieved and futures transformed. To the business owners and government officials and alumni here, these students need internships, and you need what they can bring to the table. At SUNY, we're committed to helping every student have a paid, hands-on learning experience before they graduate. If you can be a conduit that helps make that happen, I promise you will not be sorry. To the philanthropists here with us today, there is no better use of your money than meeting the needs of students and programs here at Oswego. I have no doubt that Peter will be successful in leading Oswego into the future. He has the talent, the drive, the experience, and the right vision. But he needs partners. And so as I inaugurate him today, I'd like to inaugurate you all too, to help this community address its challenges and realize its successes. Peter, I wish you all the best, and I know all the best is what you'll deliver. Congratulations. So, now the moment we've all been waiting for. At this time, I would like to request that President Peter Nwosu, Trustee Lewin, Chair McMahon, and Chair Kay join me here at the podium. Dr. Peter Nwosu, you have the most important privilege and responsibility of leading the State University of New York at Oswego, established in 1861, to the fulfillment of its great promise as an institution of higher learning and an integral partner in the region. As Chief Executive Officer, you are assigned all powers, duties, and responsibilities appropriate to the post. We are confident that under your leadership, this institution, pursuing the highest traditions of teaching, scholarship, and public service, will continue its dedication to this region, to the state, the nation, and the world. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State of New York, I hereby present you, friends of the university, the 11th President of the State University of New York at Oswego, Dr. Peter Nwosu. President Nwosu, the podium is yours.
Chancellor King, members of the SUNY Board of Trustees, members of the SUNY Oswego College Council, Governor Kathy Hochul's representative Tracy DeGenova, Congresswoman Claudia Tenney's representative Dan Martini, Assembly Minority Leader William Berkeley, who is a great friend of our university, Assemblyman William Magnarelli, who is also another wonderful friend of our institution, Oswego Mayor Robert Corradino, who is a graduate of our institution, Fulton Mayor James Rice, Oswego former Mayor Bill Barlow, who is also in the House, Chairman Oswego County Legislature James Weatherup, who is also here with us. And I know I saw County Administrator Phil Church somewhere earlier today, and he's in the House. Other elected officials at the local and state levels, captains of industry, of business, and my colleagues in the academy, in particular, colleagues who have come from far and near, my colleagues from the SUNY system as well. Members of our alumni family, distinguished faculty and staff, and indeed our beloved students. Today marks an extraordinary moment in our collective journey. And I'm both humbled and thrilled to stand before you as the 11th president of the State University of New York at Oswego. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Chancellor, members of the SUNY Board of Trustees, members of our College Council, the University Foundation Board, our faculty and staff, and students and alumni, and all those who have placed their trust in me to lead this remarkable institution. I am profoundly honored to take on this role and excited to work with such a dedicated and talented community. I am immensely blessed, indeed blessed by the presence of members of my family and friends who have come from West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, who have come from Europe, the United Kingdom and Ireland, and across the United States to grace this majestic occasion. My parents, especially my mother, who spent time visiting with me in the United States on multiple occasions, would be very proud to witness today if they were alive. I stand on the shoulders of 10 presidents, giants who led this institution, including my venerable predecessor, President Deborah Stanley. Let's give her a warm round of applause again. Who led this university for 26 years. And I had lunch a few weeks ago. As we gather here today, we celebrate not just the inauguration and investiture of a new president, but we celebrate a shared commitment to the values and mission that define SUNY Oswego and its promise. Today we gather to reaffirm our commitment to that promise, a promise made 163 years ago by our founder, Edward Austin Sheldon. In 1847, Sheldon came to Oswego from Perry, New York, in Wyoming County, with plans to establish a botanic nursery. But instead, he chose to make Oswego his home, and then he founded the Oswego State Normal and Training School in 1861. That institution was established to prepare teachers, with Sheldon becoming the school's first president. That institution that he founded, now the State University of New York at Oswego, has grown into the vibrant, friendly campus by the lake, offering more than 140 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, across numerous disciplines. Sheldon's leadership and service cemented Oswego's role as a regional and national leader in teacher preparation and global higher education. The home he built in 1857 on the shores of Lake Ontario has since 1909 become the residence of SUNY Oswego presidents, including myself, symbolizing our enduring legacy and our commitment to the Oswego promise. 163 years later, this hometown university, with its regional and global outlook, has kept faith with that promise, producing more than 95,000 alumni, many of them here this afternoon. Our alumni and current students who have come from far and near embody the promise made in this city so long ago, a promise to transform lives, a promise to change lives, a promise to ignite possibilities, and a promise to offer to as many students as possible the opportunity to realize their fullest potential. Like many of our alumni and students, I arrived in this country, as you've heard, as an immigrant student. Some of you may have heard me share the story of the shoes I wore when I first came to the United States. Those shoes humble me. Those shoes center me. And those shoes remind me of the journey that brought me here, highlighting the transformative power of education. And each one of us in this auditorium can reflect on our own beginnings, whether we were born here or elsewhere. The students who come to us each year come in their own shoes, seeking opportunities to improve their lives and their communities. And those shoes serve as a powerful reminder of our shared purpose and the profound moral responsibility we have to ensure that every student who comes to us completes their education and goes on to serve our region, our nation, and the world. Emma's powerful poem, which you heard earlier, A Step of Hope, it's actually an original poem written by her, one of our students, Bright Stars, encapsulates this transformative journey. A step that leads through various paths. It embodies the hope essential for upward mobility, community development, civic engagement, and yes, steps necessary for the sustenance of a democratic society. Our university has always been a beacon of hope, of that step of hope, a beacon of opportunity for individuals from far and near, a place where curiosity meets purpose. Here, students and faculty engage with the complex issues of our time, and every student, regardless of background or pocketbook, is encouraged to pursue their passions through hands-on opportunities and practical experiences. These experiences empower students to reach their fullest potential, a legacy left to us by our founder, Sheldon. As the most mission-critical public comprehensive university in central New York, we are a vital community of teachers, of scholars, of learners, and advocates at the heart of our founder's vision. This is why it was important for us to take the step we took last year to further that vision by launching a bold initiative to double the number of degrees and high-quality credentials this university will award, with a goal of reaching 40,000 by the year 2040. Our Vision 4040 is a challenge, a powerful challenge, and a call to action aimed at fostering a more educated region. A more educated region, enhancing upward mobility, and developing the talent required for advancing our region's economic growth. Oswego County currently lags in educational attainment in central New York. Many of you have heard me share the data. With 9% of young adults aged 18 to 24 having some college education, our goal at this institution is to change that trend. And we've begun that work with the support from the Shineman Foundation. We launched the Oswego Shineman Scholarships last year to attract top students from the county's 9 school districts to our university. And I'm thrilled to announce that 25 students from the 9 school districts joined us this fall as the first cohort of this program. May I ask those students to please stand and be recognized, and give them a wonderful applause. You may be seated. Their future contributions will be vital to powering Central New York's growing talent needs. Today, I invite you, each of you, to support the expansion of this program to reach even more students in our county and region. And I ask you to please consider contributing to our Transforming Lives Scholarship. And you can find information about this scholarship on page 22 of your program that you have. There's a QR code that will lead you to supporting this powerful effort at our institution. And here is why this initiative and others like it are so crucial. Our region is rapidly growing, with a projected 5 to 10% increase in population due to Micron Technologies' $100 billion investment to build a semiconductor plant nearby, a plant the size of 40 football fields, a plant expected to bring in 50,000 new workers to the region over the next 20 years. And this growth complements expansions by major local employers like our Oswego Port Authority and National Grid. And just a few weeks ago, the federal government designated Lake Ontario as a national marine sanctuary, the first in New York State, creating significant research opportunities in climate and marine science for our faculty and students. And last year, we established the Great Lakes Institute to advance this work. As universities worldwide explore how to harness the rapidly expanding technology of artificial intelligence for the greater good, SUNY Oswego also has launched a 5-year plan to become an AI campus. The plan launched last year aims to ensure our community achieves proficiency in AI use. And building on our current work with generative AI, We will integrate responsible AI practices into our curriculum, into our research, into our operations, and into our infrastructure. And given the transformative impact of generative AI, it is essential that we prepare our students for this rapidly changing world. In fall 2023, we became the first SUNY campus to complete the academic facility, residence hall, and clean energy master plans simultaneously. And these plans will guide our growth under Vision 4040, addressing perceived housing inequities and ensuring a consistent, high-quality residential experience for our students over the next decade. In fall 2025, upcoming fall, we will reopen Hewitt Hall as a state-of-the-art media and communication center, funded with an $80 million investment from the SUNY Construction Fund. This facility will be the hub for our School of Communication, Media and the Arts, housing the Departments of Communication Studies, Cinema and Screen Studies, along with graphic design, interaction design, and illustration programs. Key features include 2 broadcasting studios, a podcasting studio, a newsroom, a gallery, a film screening room, an animation lab, and more. And these world-class facilities will position SUNY Oswego as a leader in the nation for similar programs. And next, we will focus our efforts on renovating some of our buildings that need attention. Maha Hall, Penfield Library, you all know that, and Lanigan Hall, with an estimated cost of $178 million. These projects will complete over 20 years of renovations at the university, the work of my predecessor over there, following the $110 million investment in the Shineman Center for Innovation in Science and Engineering, which supports our top-tier STEM programs. This work is enhanced by a Rice Creek Field Station, a 400-acre research facility that we have across the other side of the campus to support academic instruction, interdisciplinary research, and public service in all aspects of biodiversity, especially on sustainability and climate change, as well as environmental education. Our university has a rich history in teacher education, in teacher preparation, especially in technology education, rooted in our founder's vision. And for the past 84 years, we have hosted one of the largest technology education conferences in the Northeast. Our AACSB accredited business and accounting programs are highly regarded, and our online MBA program has been ranked the top public online MBA program in New York State for 9 consecutive years. At the foundation of an Oswego education, which is why students come to this university, which is why the alumni graduated from this institution. At the core of what we do is a strong liberal arts core, coupled with what our founder left for us and left with us, learning by doing. And everyone on our campus knows about this concept of learning by doing. And a commitment to policies, processes, and practices that advance academic quality and innovation, as well as improve access, equity, and opportunity for success for all students. In this new chapter, My vision for SUNY Oswego is to strengthen that culture of excellence, that culture of innovation, and the culture of inclusion that this university has been known for, where we embrace the challenges of the future while honoring the rich traditions that have shaped us. Together, we will continue to enhance the academic experience of our students, support groundbreaking research, and foster a vibrant campus life that reflects the diverse and ever-changing world we live in. I am excited about the possibilities that lie ahead and the opportunities to grow, to connect, and to thrive as envisioned in our new strategic plan. And this plan, of course, is informed by Vision 4040 and the Chancellor and the SUNY Board of Trustees' 4 pillars of student success, research and scholarship, diversity, equity and inclusion, and economic development and upward mobility, guided by the American Association of State Colleges and Universities Gates Foundation Values Commission Framework. And the CEO and President of ASCU is in the room here. Chuck, again, welcome to the university. And that framework is designed to promote economic mobility and social justice through post-secondary education. The Values Commission framework also allows institutions to gauge how their programs create value for students, especially students from low-income backgrounds. Black, Latinx, Indigenous, and underrepresented Asian American and Pacific Islander students, as well as women. I am pleased to announce that SUNY Oswego is one of 5 institutions selected nationwide to participate in this important national initiative. With your collaboration and support, we will work to strengthen our programs, expand our engaged scholarship and stewardship of place, and ensure that every student who walks through our doors feels a sense of belonging and purpose. To our students, you are the heart of SUNY Oswego. Your dreams, your ambitions, your successes drive us forward. We are here to support you, to listen to you, and to advocate for the resources and opportunities that will help you grow, help you connect, and help you thrive. To our faculty and staff, you are the oil that keeps this great engine we call our university running. Your dedication and expertise are the pillars upon which our university stands and functions. And your passion for teaching, research, and service is what makes SUNY Oswego a place of excellence and innovation. And I look forward to our work together to build upon the strong foundation of excellence you have established and for which this university has been known for decades. To our alumni and friends, you are the benefactors that keep our institution running. Your continued engagement and support are invaluable, and you are living testaments to the transformative power of education. And we're grateful for the ways you continue to contribute to our university community and to our mission. To Chancellor King, you are the gentle leader that has led us together across our 64 campuses, even these months of challenging times. This is one chancellor who calls to check on you, and I have to tell you, yes, he does that regularly, calls us, how are you doing, and how are you holding your head? So thank you so much for that support and guidance. I want to personally thank Zuleika Rodriguez Awoli. I know she's not here, but I said I was going to really publicly acknowledge her. She is the SUNY Associate Vice Chancellor for Executive Recruitment and Leadership Development. She's been extraordinary in her support of our institution and certainly throughout the transition process. To our leadership team, all here, and members of the SUNY Oswego family, thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome I have received since my arrival. Where's the provost? He's over here. For all your trust and for the opportunity and the privilege to serve as your president. And as we embark on this exciting journey together, let us remember that our strength lies in our unity, in our collaboration, in our shared vision. As you've heard me quote the African proverb, which goes this way: if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. With courage, creativity, and commitment, let us continue to shape a future where SUNY Oswego remains a place of boundless opportunity, a place of inspiration, a place of growth, a place of impact. Let us move forward with optimism and determination, confident in the knowledge that the best for this university, the best for this community, and the best for this region is yet to come. Thank you so much. God bless you, and go Lakers.
Thank you, President Nwosu, for those inspiring and wonderful remarks. And now that you've all sat down, let's please stand while the Oswego State Singers lead us in the singing of our alma mater. The words are printed on the back of the program and on the screen above.
Voices fill the air, singing reverently, pledging our school fair, truth and loyalty. This our song we raise in her name and praise Oswego, alma mater, hail to thee.
Please be seated. On behalf of the entire university community, I offer my own congratulations to President Nwosu and his family and his friends. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who made today and all of this week's celebration such memorable occasions. There was so many of you and too many to thank, but every corner of the university community came together to plan a week to commemorate the inauguration of our 11th president and to celebrate our great university. I also like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our community sponsors and partners for their generous support: Auxiliary Services, Fulton Savings Bank, Key Bank, Novellus, Pathfinder Bank, and SRC Inc. We ask that all guests remain in their seats until all of the processional has left the convocation hall. Immediately following the celebration, You're invited to join President Nwosu at the reception held throughout the heart of campus as you exit the Marano Center. Thank you for being here, and congratulations again to President Nwosu.